It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New England Patriots. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone, and he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They started on the ground with Eckler, and they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to wrap it up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. This is 2nd and 8. Now they'll change things around before the snap. To throw from his end zone. Dugan out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Duggan. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's his 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Duggan will look to throw this. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing, Duggan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. To throw is Duggan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One of the best in the NFL in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
No.
Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies. And
now the rookie's free. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. He's to the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 94 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Ryland on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
They got his man complete. A big play there for New England. 43 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Duggan now to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Here's Duggan to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
2nd and 6. Duggan looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton from 17 yards out. And the Patriots continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Jackson on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On second down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They go play action now. Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Steps away to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for New England. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats are able to widen their advantage. Now Ryland for the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
No, we changed it.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle with Eckler. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a little too loose with the football there on the pitch.
And that's the danger you run into with that play. So much traffic around, and when the ball gets away from your body a little bit, sometimes bad things can happen.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Curtis Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
And now an audible here into something else.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Patriots.
Anthony Schwartz,
56 yards.
And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Ryland on for the extra point.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Open man downfield is Duvernay.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Jackson throwing once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Patriots are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Hines now on the return.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. That's caught. It's Flowers.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Samuel in motion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
In motion left, that's Thornton.
Wide open receiver complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines.
Breaks through the contact.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll to say it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball is right on the money and leads to a big play.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Austin Eckler, 32 yards. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And this is secured by the Patriots. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Jackson on 1st down. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Duggan looking to throw. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra.